Good morning, everybody. We're in October, actually September 28th, almost October, and this is a garden update on where things are at. This is a full garden tour, so I apologize if the video is going to run long. I'll try to mark the videos of when I talk about certain fruit trees in the description, but it's going to be a lot that we're going to go over. So in front of us is the Orton. This was much smaller when I had gotten it earlier this year, and it seems to have taken off and producing plenty of fruits for the first year to try. So this is more than I can expect for a tree that's only been ground for 1 year. This is a volunteer papaya that's starting to produce papaya. And the problem with this area is it gets a lot of shade. And so I plant shade-loving plants here. I have my jabos. I have my yellow jabo. I have a grimmel. I have some more reds there, maybe 4 or 5 there. Another red over there. Those are red hybrid Jaboticabas. And I have another yellow over there. So they're all getting acclimated. I got a couple more red jabos over here. And this is my lemon zest. Lemon zest is a very delicious mango. This year I'm not getting a whole lot of production. I've gotten maybe about 20 fruits on it. And to be honest, I'm not too worried. The tree is still young. I'm just really focusing on letting it grow out, and it is doing that. It's growing out quite nicely. I mentioned the jabos over there. This is a green diamond wax jambu that I will be most likely digging out and maybe plant a grimmel or jaboticaba or something else. I already have quite a few wax jambu, and I did have an opportunity to try this variety, and it wasn't as good as the other ones. This one was a bit more spongy. It was sweet. It wasn't super sweet. It wasn't as crispy as I liked it to be, for those that knows how wax jambu tastes. So to me, I would rate this guy on the lower scale and would not plant it in the ground. That's just my opinion. This is a delicious Longan, unknown variety, but it produced fruits, and the fruits are just extremely good. Super fragrant, sweet, so sweet, and it has it does have a larger seeds than, say, the Kohala, which I'll show you a little bit later here, but still it's my favorite out of all the Longans I have. The gooseberry was a recent addition. This guy doesn't like the cold at all, so this is a bit of an experiment. I got this guy for 20 bucks from a local seller, so that's a pretty good deal, and it's grown pretty considerably, and I hope that being against the wall here that it will help it grow well. But again, I don't know how it will fare in the winter. We just have to wait and see. It is a co-sensitive variety. All right, so this is the El Bumpo Cherimoya. So it's grown very leggy. I would honestly cut it like right here, and so that to promote the trees or the branching to grow at a lower height, but you know, it's holding fruit, and I don't have the heart to cut it right now, so I'm just gonna let it do its thing. This is a Golden Queen mango. Produce giant mangoes that are super sweet and fragrant, and you can eat it both green in the green state as well as the ripened state. For all my Asian followers, they you know, you could dip it in different sauces and chili salt and stuff like that when it's green, and when it's ripened, it's also very delicious. So this variety, I'm very happy that I was able to pick up one. It is more on the rare side. This is a multi-grafted Manila. This Manila seedling that I planted. Probably I would say at this point about 4+ years old, and each branch, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's like a 6th one back there, but each branch is actually a variety, separate variety of mangoes. So hopefully they don't try to outcompete each other and kill each other off, but hopefully it'll thrive, and I'll get to enjoy multiple varieties of mangoes. Kohala performed beyond expectation this year. As you can see, tons of fruit on this 5-year-old Kohala, maybe 6 years old at this point, I'm not sure anymore. It's been a while, but there's tons of fruits and they're sizing up, and Kohala is a delicious variety. It's not my favorite, obviously. I mentioned earlier about the other variety, but it's still a very high quality variety. This is Dream Atemoya. Here's some more Dream Atemoya, supposedly. Hopefully I didn't get scammed, because I did. It is a graft that was done. I bought the scion wood from Florida. These beauties here, these are Lisa. So Lisa are reddish, purplish fruits. Lisas are actually very good quality Atemoya, delicious. They're sweet, they're chewy. They taste very much like a sugar apple or atis for all my Indian friends. But these are great. These are great. I'm very happy with the production this year. All right, more Kohala. I mean, I'm not joking, guys. It's just absolutely loaded. And I really spent my time shaping this tree over the years. And it's, I think it's, the fruits are super accessible because of how it's shaped. It's more horizontal than vertical. The fruit droops down, and it's just easy to harvest in the future. Easy to bag them and protect them from pests and things like that. Longans are infamous for attracting squirrels and rats and other vermins and birds that just loves the sweet fruit. And so doing it this way, which I learned, I didn't think of it myself, so I can't take credit for it, but I watch a lot of YouTube videos of other growers that are more familiar, have done this for a while, and that was what I gathered from them. So very happy with how it's looking. Look at this production. So you could just bag this entire thing, with the trash bag or something, and you could cut the holes in the bag to have ventilation. But it's just very easy to just bag a whole bundle like that. More Atemoya. This is a seedling, and my seedling that I grafted a bunch of stuff onto it. So I have Lisa here as well. I have some other Lindstrom and all this other things on here, and some more Lisa. Lisa this year is just exceptional. It's just I'm very happy with the production this year from Lisa. Here's my Wax Jambu. It's one of my favorite in the garden. This variety is called the Thai Jumbo. Produce green fruit, crispy, large fruits, super sweet. So I'm very happy with how this guy is growing. It's growing really well in the front yard, so it's going to be very attractive. It's an attractive tree. If you look at the leaves on this guy, it's evergreen. It doesn't lose its leaves over the winter. Handles the wind pretty well, at least in my area. So very happy with it. I recently put in the Royal Poinsettia. Royal Poinsettia is an ornamental tree. It's a beautiful ornamental tree, and this guy's just grown exceptionally. And my plan is, because I don't have space, as you can see, I don't have any space left. So my plan is basically planting this guy on the edge and training it to go forward, so it'll be covering the sidewalk and whatnot. And here we are with a new addition to the family. This is a jackfruit tree. The variety is called Gold Nugget, and it produces a smaller fruit, maybe about 15 pounds or 12 to 15 pounds. But you know, it's an early season flower, so I get more warmth months for the fruit to ripen, which is what I need in SoCal. You know, so I'll show you what I mean. Late season, we get flowers pretty late, and the fruits, you know, what are we now? We're in October, so I only have a couple more months. You know, these guys are sizing up fairly fast. Actually, they size up quite fast, but still, right? I mean, we only have a couple, maybe 3 months left of warmth, reasonable warmth. But the tree is gonna slow down, and I just suspect that these fruits might not ripen in time. The tree is getting established, so they do flower sooner and sooner every year as they get older and more mature. But when they're younger, obviously they just flower when they want to flower, and most likely it flowers pretty late. So don't be discouraged that you don't get mature fruits. Your tree will mature enough to produce flower at the right time, and so that you can get production out of it. So this is a air layer tree, so you don't see too many air layer jackfruit in SoCal, really anywhere, because a lot of times jackfruits are grafted or planted from seeds. Those are the two common methods of propagation, and you know, a lot of people look down on air layering because there's no taproot, and you know, they're concerned about the longevity of and the vigorousness of the tree. But to be honest, I have not had that issue. This tree has only been in the ground for 4 years in SoCal. Those that grow jackfruit in SoCal know that they do move quite slowly, and this 4-year-old tree is just it's doing exceptionally well. This is a raw honey mango tree. Raw honey is, I had an opportunity to taste the fruit this past year, and it was an amazing fruit. I've tasted others like Sugarloaf, M4, buttercream. What else did I try in this recent batch? I can't remember. Coconut cream, all that. I mean, they're all great mangoes, but raw honey for me was exceptional. And it's a bit controversial. Some people say that it's not as good, but I think it has to do with the level of ripeness that people are picking the fruit at, and how much time they're allowing the fruit to table ripen can affect the quality. So I don't know. I liked it. I loved it, and loved it enough to buy a tree and pick up this guy. So guava, guava, lots of guava, guys. So I cleaned it up already, but I must have thinned. I mean, I kid you not, probably 100 fruit or so, and there's still tons on the tree, and the tree is ripening up, and I have to basically hold the tight and brace the tree because it's just so heavy in fruit that the tree is leaning forward. I was scared that it was gonna break. So this is a Thai giant guava. This is about 4 years old, 5 years old, and it's doing really well. This is a new addition. This is a soursop tree that I planted against the house. Hopefully it will help the tree survive the winter. Winter for these guys are really rough. They lose all their leaves. They suffer dieback, you know, from the branch, from the tip of the branch, and yeah. So I really hope the location that I'm giving it will help ensure its survival, because I do love soursop. this is what the fruit looks like, by the way. So this is a Chappadeck, though it's looking like Jump Jack, which is a hybrid between a jackfruit and a Chappadeck, because the leaves are not fuzzy, though this one does have a little bit of fuzz to it. So I don't know. It's a seedling, so I'm giving it a try. We'll see if we like it or not. Sorry, I'm getting allergies here. This Allano is grown past the roof. It's looking really healthy. I love the way it's naturally growing. It's growing in stages, so it has this stage here and then another, and then it's forming a third stage up there, so it's really cool. And self-pollinating. I'm getting plenty of fruits that are just automatically setting. I'm not doing anything special to it. I know it's controversial. A lot of people are like, well, you gotta pinch it, you gotta shake it, you gotta, oh, I don't know, you gotta like thin the leaves, all of that, but I get decent production on this guy. I mean, not as much as I like. Maybe those things can help, but I've tried it and it hasn't helped for me, so I'm just letting the tree do its thing. This massive monster here, this is a black Sapote. This is reaching about 20, I would say about 20 feet tall at this point. Beautiful tree. I just love the foliage. Huge production. Every year I get hundreds of fruits. I'm not even exaggerating, hundreds. You know, this year is kind of mild in terms of production. Usually, I mean, these branchings would be just absolutely loaded with fruits. But you can still see quite a bit of fruits on here. This is a variety called Bernecker. This is also another black Sapote, and this variety is just exceptional. This is a newer variety from Florida. It's been around in Florida, but it's newer in California. It seems like to be fast growing and it's self-fertile. I mean, this tree, I just got it this year, and it's grown considerably, and most of the flowers will set fruit. So I'm very happy with that. Here's another jackfruit tree. This is from Florida. This is already passing the roof quite a bit. It's about, I would say it's about, I don't know, maybe 13 feet tall at this point, give or take. And there's some fruits hanging out there at the trunk. So this is a yellow variety. Earlier we saw the other jackfruit tree. That's an orange flesh variety. They're all very sweet and they taste like bubble gum. And this one, this is a China jackfruit. Again, you can see that I love my jackfruits. This is 15 feet tall at this point is my guess. And this is called a China. This is a hybrid between a jackfruit and a Chappadeck, which is a soft flesh jackfruit, for those that are familiar. And this guy is just it's just vigorous, and it grows so well, and I've been so happy with it, you know. And the fruits are so different. The spikes are soft. You see that? Whereas the other one, the spikes are a lot tougher. This one feels like a velvety. It's so weird. It's so cool though. Here's my purple Camito. This is a seedling I planted. It's grown so well. It's about 7 feet tall at this point. Next to it is another purple Camito. This is the Corango grafted variety from Florida. And you can see it's just absolutely loaded. The tree's acclimated really well, and I'm hoping to see some fruits in the future, though they are tough to fruit here in California. Here is the Jamaican cherry tree, or aka strawberry tree. They produce these red berries that taste like cotton candy, and they are delicious. My kids love them. Birds love them. They attract bees, and they're just beautiful because it's not dense. It's a very sparsely canopy tree, and it just provides enough filter shade for my other plants. It's nice. All right, so we're walking to the back. Here we have massive, what I call my banana grove, next to my calamansi tree. And the banana grove contains many types of banana. You have some semi-dwarf, some dwarfs back there that are producing. See a hand of fruit there, and here is the apple banana, the manzano, producing a large hand of fruit there. There's got to be over 100 fruit in that rack there, and look at that. Don't you just love looking at all the banana pups just shooting up? You do have to thin it out, so I need to do that. All right, walking to the back here. This is a African pride Atemoya. Produce delicious Atemoya. It's one of my favorite Atemoyas. It's a classic, you know. It's not one of the newer ones that's on the market that's getting a lot of hype, but it's sweet, it's chewy, it produces large fruits, has minimal seeds, not too many seeds, and I love it. So this is my dragon fruit trellises that I recently put together this year. So I'm looking forward to maybe next year we'll see it, you know, fill out quite nicely. These are all just recycled stuff I got around the house that I'm using. That should last for a while. So here it is. It used to be my pool area, but have since demolished the pool and planted a garden. So got young kids, didn't want to take a chance with accidents and things like that, and the pool was kind of on its way out. Sorry, I have to sneeze there. Yeah, the pool was on its way out, and it would have cost me thousands to fix it. So I was like, you know what? I only use the pool like 3 times a year, so you know, decided to went this route instead. I'm very happy with it. Actually, I'm very, very happy with it. I wish I'd done it sooner, to be honest with you guys. Cutting back my costs and not having to worry about danger for my kids. And you know, we have a portable pool that I could just pull out for the kids, but you know, and I can put it away when they're done with it, and it's, you know, it's fun too. So anyway, this is my vegetable area. This is a prime kaimei. This is a mango variety. It's one of my favorite mango varieties. It has that nam dak mai sort of taste to it. Super sweet, super fragrant. It smells like flowers, and it's an amazing variety. So prime kaimei, if you guys can get your hands on it. What else? There's just so much going on. So okay, these are the pomelos. So I have a hard time getting a good shot of it for you guys, but pomelos are citrus. I believe it's Citrus maximus pomelo, I think, something like that. Forgot what the scientific name was, but anyways, they produce these delicious white flesh pomelos that's best eaten out of hand. It's not for juicing. It's on the drier side than, say, like a grapefruit. Grapefruit it's very juicy and moist, and they're just for different purposes. I prefer a pomelo way over a grapefruit. And they're expensive. They're quite expensive during certain parts of the year, especially when you have Chinese New Year or Tet. They're extremely expensive. Okay, this is mango, my Manila rootstock mango. It has Saigon dupias that are growing really well. And then I have this new graft that I did. Man, this new graft is just, it's a seedling, by the way, and I just love the smell of the leaf, and I love how vigorous the seedling was, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna graft the seedling onto a mature tree, and it just keeps wanting to grow. So each flush, I kid you not, so this is one, right? Was the stick basically that I grafted the scion. So it flushed once, twice, it flushed twice, because you can see the marking where it stops, right? So twice, 3 times. So 3 times, again, marking right here, right? So this is where the 3 time is on this guy. And then here you have the 4th time. So now you have the 4th flush on this single scion that was grafted in February of this year. So 6 months old, 7 months old. It's incredible. Planted sugar apple. This is a prime spot that used to be occupied by a mandarin tree that wasn't doing it. Wasn't tasting that's good for me. And I planted a sugar apple right here, getting the heat from the wall. Hopefully that will help it through its winter time. These are abiyus. This abiyu is just done incredible. It survived 115 degrees weather without any issues, with limited protection. I just put a little shade cloth over it. But oh my gosh, man, this guy's just vigorous, and it's doing side branching. And I have my other abiyus in the corner, really trying to protect it, baby it, and it's just not doing well. So I'm very happy with this one. Have a grimo here, Tangatuba, the star cherry, for those that are not familiar. This guy is Kohala. It's a mango, and it's such a good mango too. That's the thing about growing your own fruit trees. You can pick the varieties you want, you know. Green sugar apple. Green sugar apple. Wow. It's flowering. Tons of flowers on this guy. Not expecting it to fruit, but it's doing very well for me. I got a couple Jaboticaba. These are the Sabara variety. I will be growing it in a container for all of its life. Here's some more mangoes. These are all selected varieties that I did research, and I find that they're supposed to be really good. My little pond area. I created my own filter with some recycled materials around the garden. More sugar apples. More volunteer cherimoyas. I get volunteer cherimoyas grown all over the place. Butterscotch Sapote. Butterscotch Sapote. Hysia Sapote. This is supposed to be the 7-inch guava. It's supposed to be larger than a Coke can. See, everything is a little closer, more dense in this area, and it's going to require a lot of trimming. It's not practical, guys, but you know, I don't have space, so I just started to wedge things into into an area as much as possible. This is the Black Kong Wax Jambu. Back there, I got the Jumbo Fragrance. I love Wax Jambu, by the way, so I have quite a few varieties. This is Wampy. That's a Santal back there. Anyway, there's just so much going on. I won't cover everything and bored you guys, but I will be maybe doing another update of the backyard more closely. Thank you. Thank you for watching, guys.